Hello, hello, Key Stage 1. Let's get ready to have some fun. It is Tuesday the 14th of July and today we are going to be drawing one of my favorites, a good old-fashioned story map, just like the days when we used to normally go to school. As you all know, this is one of my favorite things to do and I'm so glad that I can do it on YouTube in front of everybody. You should have the poem of the Pobble in front of you. If not, I will quickly give it a read because it's not that long. But just before we start, let's have a recap of our poetry toolkit that we discussed yesterday in my YouTube video yesterday. Things that could, not should, be in a poem. So things that we talked about yesterday were rhyme, because yesterday's poem definitely rhymed, the Quangle Wangle. We talked about alliteration, which we did find some examples of. Sounds that sound the same at the start. We talked about repetition, so repeating the Quangle Wangle's hat and things like that. And today I have added a new one, which hopefully you have already added ahead of me, which is similes, because this poem is full of similes which compare one thing like another, so saying something is like something else. So remember what I said yesterday, where a toolkit, as I always say, Gorillas class will know, they are tools, not rules. So it doesn't have to have every single one of these things, but it could. And it's things that we could look out for in this poem, The Pobble. So, Pobble's head is bigger than a shopping basket. Its hair is thick and dark, like the twigs at the end of a broomstick. Its eyes glitter like moonlight. Its body is a dirty green, like the bottom of a forgotten pond. It walks like a newly born foal. So, not much rhyme, not much alliteration, some repetition with the word it, and definitely some similes in here. Okie doke. So that's a classic example of how toolkit is tools, not rules. So let's begin drawing the very realistic story map that I'm so glad I get to share with everyone. So Pobble's head, just going to draw. Oh, and actually, I would like you to look out for any patterns in punctuation, because we did briefly talk about punctuation yesterday, and I'd like you to see if you can spot a pattern with the full stops in this poem. So Pobble's head, I'm just going to draw a head with a P, and then underneath is bigger than a shopping basket. There's my shopping basket. Now, at the end of this sentence, there is a full stop. Okay, Pobble's head is bigger than a shopping basket. Now, we're going to go on to the next little chunk. Next line. Its hair is thick and dark. Its hair is thick, so lots of it, and dark. Like the twigs at the end of a broomstick. Like the twigs at the end of a broomstick. Just going to draw the arrow to the twigs. And again, we have a full stop. And the next chunk. Its eyes glitter. Its eyes glitter. And at the bottom, like moonlight. So there is the moon. And again, lo and behold, it's another word for surprise, we have a full stop. So let's just have a quick recap. The Pobble, its head is bigger, Pobble's head is bigger than a shopping basket. full stop. Its hair is thick and dark, like the twigs at the end of the broomstick, full stop. Its eyes glitter, like moonlight, full stop. Its body is a dirty green, like the bottom of a forgotten pond. So the bottom. Okay, where do you think the full stop will be? Will it be here? Its body is dirty green. Or will it be here? Like the bottom of a forgotten pond. Let's have a look at the pattern again. So there's 2 lines in each chunk. As you can see, each chunk is a different colour, just to make it easier to spot. So Popple's head is bigger than a shopping basket, full stop. His hair is thick and dark, like the end of a twigs of, like the twigs at the end of a broomstick, full stop. Its eyes glitter, like moonlight, full stop. Its body is dirty, like the bottom of a forgotten pond. So if you think the full stop will be at the end of the second sentence, you are right. And the last little bit, it walks. I just want to draw it walking. Very well, of course. Like a newly born foal. This will be fun to draw. Oh, I hope you can see my last, well, it would be a shame if you couldn't, but I'm just drawing a little foal. Look, it's just got little ears, and I'm trying to make it look a little bit like a, right, anyway, here we go. And yes, you guessed it. So there is definitely a pattern with the punctuation here. Hopefully you can see that. So for every chunk, he's put the punctuation at the end of the second line. Even though it's one whole big sentence, it's split into 2 lines. Popple's head is bigger than a shopping basket. Its hair is thick and dark, like the twigs at the end of a broomstick. Its eyes glitter like moonlight. Its body is a dirty green, like the bottom of a forgotten pond. It walks like a newly born foal. So it's talking about the head, the hair, the eyes, the body, and then something that it does at the very end. Your turn now. Draw your own story map, just like this one, with your own fantastic drawings of the Pobble poem. Hope this video helped you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!